History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. Those memorable Churchill words are applicable to the Director General of the National Health Insurance Authority, NHIA, Mohammed Nasiru Sambo, Professor of Health Policy and Management, as he painstakingly writes the history of health insurance in Nigeria. The National Health Insurance Scheme, NHIS, as it then was at sixes and sevens. Chief executives are daggers drawn with supervising ministry, chief executives versus local unions, management split right down the middle, allegations and counter-allegations. On top of it, in the 20-year existence of the agency, it had churned out 12 CEOs. The legend was that a CEO went down in every 2 years. All these heralding a general derailment of the corporate purpose of the institution. This was the organization that Professor Sambo was headhunted to lead. His letter of appointment had an annexure of 10-point presidential directives, a rarity summed up in 2 words: stabilize and advance. So when he resumed on July 15, 2019, as CEO, his job was clearly cut out for him. A master strategist, well decorated in previous similar assignments, having carefully studied the environment, he produced a roadmap summed up in a 3-point rebranding agenda, namely, restoring a value system that would transform the organization into a result-oriented agency, engendering transparency and accountability in the entire operations of the authority, and accelerating the drive towards the attainment of universal health coverage, UHC. Not only did Professor Sambo melt the 2-year jinx, he fulfilled all 10 presidential orders in 3 years to the delight of key stakeholders. The agency was no longer at loggerheads with stakeholders. Instead, both parties engaged amicably in the overall interest of health insurance subsector. Under his watch, 2 numerous to mention achievements have been recorded. Majorly, the development of a 10-year strategic plan that was previously not in existence, the Medicine Supply Initiative, the NHIA project, the NHIA Rush Cost Sharing Initiative, the Strategic Infrastructural Development, and of course, the icing on the cake, the signing into law of the NHIA Act by President Muhammadu Buhari. That act made health insurance mandatory for all Nigerians and legal residents. Stakeholders are agreed that that is one way to quickly achieve UHC. It is against this backdrop that the Healthcare Providers Association of Nigeria, HCPAN, endowed Professor Sambo with its highest honor, Semper Fidelis. Semper Fidelis is the motto of the U.S. Marine Corps, a Latin phrase that connotes steadfastness, loyalty, and faithfulness. Indeed, these qualities have encapsulated the leadership of Professor Sambo in the health insurance ecosystem. At the award ceremony, the president of HCPAN, Dr. Jimmy Arigbabuwo, acknowledged the invaluable contributions of the awardee to the health insurance sector.
Yes, it's an event that is meant to do the annual general meeting of the Lagos State chapter of healthcare providers, as well as use this as a double prong to give an award titled Semper Fidelis to our Director General of the National Health Insurance Authority, that Professor Nasiru Muhammad Sambo. And then it is meant to do a recognition and payback for a job well done. Recognizing him means we want him to do more, even for us and the country. So we're appreciating him because he has been a wonderful character.
In receiving the honor, Professor Sambo dedicated the award to his management, pledging to sustain his tireless effort until NHIA becomes the pride of all Nigerians.
I believe that achievement is not my own alone. I came and made a very formidable organization, even though it was in crisis, but having very good people who are willing to work and move the organization forward. But because of some of encumbrances, they were not able to do that. I sat on the driver's seat, but I ensure that the work is being done by everybody. So this award, I did not see it as an award for Sambo, Mohammed Nasser. I see it as an award for the health insurance ecosystem.
Indeed, it is worthy to note that the award was given just a day before the third anniversary of Professor Sambo's leadership of the agency. Professor M.N. Sambo, Semper Fidelis.